Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Commodity TV, in a new edition of our online interview series. We want to talk to Revival Gold, and we have here the CEO, Hugh Agro. Hey, good morning to Canada. How are you, Hugh?
Very good, Jochen. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. Thanks for taking the time. Happy New Year, of course. And I must say the year, started so far not so bad. Gold is above the 2000. That is fine. We wait for the big breakout. But also, I must say, you guys had quite a good year last year. Even it was, to my understanding, not even rewarded in your share price, really, because 2023 was very good to you. And I think you made a lot of progress. So maybe we should recap a little bit on that. First of all, you enlarged again your measured and indicated resource and increased it. That's fantastic.
Yeah, this project just continues to grow.
Hmm.
Mid-year last year, we put out 4.6 million ounce resource.
Hmm.
Importantly, or notably, about a million of that is in the heap leach category, and of course, that underpinned our PFS, now complete, which shows this project to have a 24% IRR, 65,000 ounces a year of gold production for a
Hmm.
modest $100 million of capital. So this is really exciting progress on both the resource and the economic front with the project. There's a couple of other things, though,
Hmm.
that occurred with that. Uh, uh, Number one, we've started to build a critical mass of underground material, and
Hmm.
about just under 900,000 ounces in that category right now. And we're working to refine that model, as we know we have a high grade core to it, and we're working on that. So, very, very
Hmm.
exciting in that regard. And as you alluded to, we had some very successful drilling in 2023.
Hmm.
We got just under 4 grams per ton gold over 20 meters in our Haiti oxide area, where we're adding mine life to that PFS mine plan, and that's an exciting development for the future as we continue to build mine life at
Hmm.
Beartrack-Arnett.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, what I also wanted to say is you just mentioned the underground, but also you have proven improbable reserves for the open pit heap leach mineral reserves of approximately 859,000 ounces. So this is what you said with that 65,000 ounces gold per year. I think this is so well proven now that you really, I would say, you can start now with the development of it because you did a preliminary feasibility study. So what's going on then with the feasibility for that?
Yeah, we do think we've got a pretty positive project here. It's a very tough market, though, and I think as we've rolled into the end of last year and start looking at plans for this year,
Hmm.
the efforts will focus on de-risking that permitting schedule, tightening it up, doing some gap analysis, because we do not want to set out on the formal permitting schedule
Hmm.
before we're fully funded to do that. And in this tough market, there's no sense diluting our shareholder base excessively to go and do that. So we're going
Hmm.
to instead focus on optimizing the permitting schedule. And as well, as I alluded earlier, we've got a high grade core to the underground aspect of this
Hmm.
deposit. In fact, with a 2.4 gram per ton gold cutoff grade, we're getting that 900,000 ounces. But if we tweak that cutoff grade just a little bit, we can boost the grade exceptionally, and that leads us into the second phase of the opportunity at Beartrack-Arnett. That is
Hmm.
a underground a mining plan where we would do a concentration of that ore and create a concentrate that could take us up to an aggregate of about 200,000 ounces a year of gold production from the project in a very stepwise, capital efficient process. Stepping back, all this to say, there are lots of opportunities for us to
Hmm.
incrementally add value to the project with modest amounts of capital. And so that's where our team is focused right now. And in the meantime, we're working on our strategic relationships, opportunities to take advantage of this current market and build a better construct for our shareholders down the road. So lots going on under the water here as we pedal away to bring value to our shareholders.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it looks also like that you do a lot of like, let's call it corporate development, that you really want to advance from left and right and from the middle, etc. The project to really get it going. This is what it looks to me like, which I see very positive, but obviously the market has not really realized. But that's exactly, I would call it, that's the homework you have to do to really bring a project into production then. On the other hand, I saw that you drilled also last year, I think there was a news from 19th December, that you intersected oxidized mineralization in untested targets at Beartrack-Arnett. How important is that for the near-term future, and how would you rate that? Because the grades are a little bit lower, like 0.37 grams gold over 22 meters, but I think still this is really a good thing to have, right?
Oh yeah, we're very excited. I'm glad you brought that up. We brought in a new chief geologist who's really augmented our thinking, been a catalyst in terms of our exploration thinking. Of course, we've got this development plan and opportunity to get to free cash flow from the
Mhm,
existing infrastructure at Beartrack-Arnett, but exploration is absolutely in our blood. And with our new chief geologist pointing us to some of these targets and success with the drill bit, we're really getting excited about the opportunity to extend mine life at Beartrack-Arnett. We hit over 20 meters of that 0.37, zero point 0.4 grams per ton gold in a favorable structural horizon just above what we think is an exciting target. So we're itching to get back in there. There is a root system to the mineralization
mhm,
on the Arnett side of our property where Haiti is located, and we want to narrow in on that. Of course, we're stepped out about a kilometer from where the main deposit is at Haiti. So there's a
mhm,
lot of scale here, lots of drill targets. Um, yeah, I want to step back to the macro environment here, which is, in my mind, extremely favorable for development companies. First of all, you've got the likes of Scotia Capital and UBS upticking their gold price forecast for the long term. In fact,
mhm,
Scotia just gone up to $1,800 an ounce. UBS calling for a 10% pop in the price of gold with this rate reset expected in 2024. That's very good for gold.
mhm.
But at $2,000 gold, where we are right now, the producers are making a ton of money,
Exactly.
and they're going to need to fill their pipelines with new projects. We are seeing
Mhm,
a lot of interest. I was out with our team 2 weeks ago in Idaho, looking at some of the opportunities that we have in front of us in Vancouver with the VRIC, and then just at the TD conference this week. You're catching me in my in my home office today, Jochen. It's the first time I've
yeah.
been home for 3 or 4 weeks, and it's a busy time out there. There's a lot of looking at projects in the development sphere. We're not seeing it in the market yet,
Mhm,
but I
mhm.
think we're absolutely bang on in terms of our strategy to build growth in good geography with a quality project like Beartrack-Arnett.
Yeah, absolutely. That leads also to my next question. As you alluded already to, $105 million would be the capex to build that project. I mean, at $1,800, as you calculated, you have said already the after-tax IRR is 24.3%, and it is really rapidly moving with every $100 gold higher. So my question is then, how fast can you then develop that project? Because I think you guys really should go in production with that. That makes really sense to me.
Yeah, and the great thing about being on a gold project is the gold's not going anywhere. So as the
Exactly.
price goes up, the value just increases, and I think that's a good point. But it comes back to our thoughts on the capital structure. I mean, there's no sense for us to go and dilute our capital structure when the assets right there and stays with us and doesn't go anywhere and escalates in value as time goes on. Since we founded Revival Gold about 6 or 7 years ago, the price of the metals doubled.
Mm,
And I see no reason why it can't double again over the next decade. There's just so much going on that's positive for gold. We want to take care to get the maximum value out of the project. And in this venture game, look, prices move up and down, markets ebb and flow. But I think in the long run, it's all about driving value from the drill bit and optimizing the economic plans for exploitation while we minimize dilution to our shareholders.
Okay, super. Maybe two words on your latest additions, Larry Redford and Dan Pace. For what
Well,
reason have you taken them or chosen
yeah,
them?
yeah. Well, we're very fortunate. I mentioned that we brought on a chief geologist. That's Dan
Hmm.
Pace, wonderful gentleman with his young family in Salmon, Idaho, where our project is located. But Dan's got experience working on some of the most interesting discoveries in the United States, notably silicon, which Anglo is developing. And so Dan's a proven ore discoverer, and we're really delighted to have him on the team and leading the charge as we think about some of this greenfields work we're doing. Secondly, but no less importantly, Larry Radford, a mine builder, operator, leader. From with international experience, Kinross, Hecla
Hmm.
in Australia, open pit, underground, all of the things that are important to us as we move
Hmm.
our project with this two-phase approach forward. Larry brings a ton of credibility to our team, and
Hmm.
also, of course, the experience that we need to make that next leap forward with the project. So we're really fortunate with the team,
Hmm.
and look, I would say, Jochen, that this project is unique in the space. One of the top discoveries in the United States in the last decade, a phased approach that offers capital efficiency, excellent underlying value in the stock. And I think our team is really excited about what can happen in 2024 as we look at opportunities
Hmm.
to navigate a difficult market through potential M&A, strategic relationships, and of course, ongoing progress with advancing the project.
Fantastic, super. And you are financed for this year, right?
We've got about 2 million going into the start of this year,
Hmm.
so we're funded to continue to incrementally add
Hmm.
value along the sorts of things I've been talking about. We've got an exciting exploration story developing in the south of the
Hmm.
project. We're working on our geological modeling as we work to understand the high grade core of that body in the underground. And I mentioned earlier that we're working to de-risk and improve on our permitting schedules
Hmm.
for the heap leach project. So all of those things funded as we move forward, and of course, watch this space because we've got a lot going on in the corporate
Hmm.
development front here over the next months.
Super. Okay, we look forward to that. I will see you at PDAC latest, that's for sure, to meet you in person finally again. Look forward to that. And thank you very much. Keep us posted. And then let's do another update on PDAC.
Thank you. Thanks,
Super. Thank you
Logan.
very much, Hugh. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was Hugh Agro, the CEO of Revival Gold. And you heard that things are going extremely well, but the market has not yet rewarded. But I must say they're doing everything what they said. First thing. Second thing is they really have a wonderful reserve and also resource. And the open pit project is already extremely profitable at those gold prices. That is really for sure. And honestly, we found $105 million in capex. That is really doable for a company of the size of Revival. And as you said, a lot of corporate development is going on. So I wouldn't be astonished if we have some more positive surprises. If you want to invest in gold and you want to have a developer, you really should have a look on Revival Gold. Thanks for watching us, and bye bye from Switzerland.